Joey Badass has had a pretty busy year so far. He had a few tracks drop. He had that rap battle with Daylight and Ray Vaughn, and then everyone else jumped in and made it a whole East Coast, West Coast thing, even though Joey kind of started that part. But since then, things have calmed down, and we haven't heard too much from either side. But now, well, a couple of days ago, he showed up on Jimmy Kimmel, and I think it was Jimmy Kimmel, and performed a new track titled ABK. And now it's on streaming. And with this comes the announcement of a new album titled Lonely at the Top. This song, and I'm guessing the title of the album, seems to be in reference to just his place in hip hop and going through all the things that he's done this year. You know, he's accomplished a lot. He's won his rap battle. He's proven himself. So he feels good. And that's, again, what we get a lot of on this track. The track is also produced by Kirk Knight, which I appreciate, and it does sound good. There's a couple of beat switches, and it is also interesting to note because, you know, that was one of the sticking points that people had against Joey. They're like, hey, you're doing all this, but where's Pro Era at? What they doing? So having him here and producing, good look. And again, it sounds good. In the first verse of ABK, we get some fun wordplay with my pen hotter than a solar flare. For the record, ain't a soul I fear, ain't nothing nice. Solar flare and soul I fear sound similar enough when it's said, but clearly different words and sayings. But I also took it as no soul I fear, the sun, SOL, soul. And that could be a daylight reference because, you know, the sun is bright, other stars are bright. So anyone who has that light that they're shining, he's not afraid of them. But also, soul as in the sun, you guys are sons to him. He's not afraid of his children. Like he's sonning y'all. Which, you know, what you can say whatever, but I do like that wordplay there. And then the rest of the first verse is mostly just him saying, hey, I'm better than y'all on just a general level. Then we get to the second verse, which I feel is really solid all the way through. And honestly, the whole thing again, the verse starts off saying, like, with him acknowledging that he came out swinging, but that was his intention. He put himself in this. He kind of knew what to expect. But then he also addresses some of the battle. So they said they little mans to kill me, throw that mic. So referencing Daylight again with light work. And then Ray Vaughn with little mans. Not necessarily because he is a shorter person, but because he is like the younger artist, the newer artist, stuff like that. Then we also get some basketball lines with they try to send these G League niggas after the All-Star. Treat you niggas like a scrimmage. He's an all-star. He is up at that top level. Why are the G League players trying to play against him? And which goes right into the next line. Rap game, L&I. We ain't talking about a game. Instead, we talking about practice. Niggas got this shit backwards. That's referencing the Allen Iverson "we talking about practice" meme, I guess you could call it. And he's like, hey, like we are not talking about the game. We're talking about practice. Like, you're just doing practice right now. Like, or sorry, he's doing practice. Like, this isn't real. Like, you don't want to come to me. Like, we are on completely different levels. And then he kind of ends out that verse by saying that he is the biggest rapper from New York illest spitter in New York since Nas, Big, and Jigga. So he's putting himself up there, which I mean, you could definitely argue other people should be before Joey, but, you know, he's being braggadocious. That is part of it. Then the third verse just kind of has him reiterating his point, like a conclusion paragraph to an essay, basically talking about how he's the best again and touching on the beef and the battle. It talks about like snatching the crown, even though like people are saying, oh no, you can't have it. Like, you're not worthy. It's like, nah, it's mine. And then he also, in that verse, big ups the East Coast, which kind of goes back to everything else that he was talking about. He's like, yo, the East Coast, we doing it. Like, what's happening here? Like he said on the other song, there's too much West Coast dick licking, right? So he's like, no, we still here. We still doing this. Overall, I do think this is a good song. I am excited to see what comes next because I guess it was just one project, but everything basically since All American Badass from Joey has been kind of to me, but this feels like he's really rapping again. So I'm excited to see what is to come. Again, don't really care for that album title, but it's coming out, I think he said August 1st, so not too long of a wait. But we'll just have to wait and see to see what else he has to say, I guess. But let me know in the comments below what you thought of the song. And while you're down there, like and subscribe to see more rambling and content like this. Thank you for watching, and please stay safe out there.